Hello and welcome to a tutorial video for... Oops, I gotta turn off my background. There we go. I had it so I could hear myself talking, so it probably gave you some reverb. Sorry about that. This is a tutorial video for how to get the highest score possible on Sid Meier's Railroads. Yeah. So the first thing I want to teach you is how to edit some of the code. There's one major issue with the game that I think is actually a design flaw, because the game is all about making as much money as you possibly can. And the problem with that is there is an industry in most of the scenarios called the power plant. And the power plant sucks. It uses primarily coal. Some of them take oil as well, but coal is your most valuable resource. It's what's your base material to make arms or autos, depending on the scenario you're playing. Either or, those are the most valuable resources, the most valuable products that you can ship. And with the power plant, it just takes the coal and just melts it away. An additional problem to that is some of the scenarios, like the American Midwest or Germany, require you, as part of the victory condition, to put a steel mill in certain cities. And it seems like half the time that certain city will already have a power plant in it. So when you do that, any coal you ship there, half of it goes to the power plant. The power plant, just all it does is just kill your money. It's no fun. So here's how to get rid of it. I'm calling this a mod and not a cheat. So you go to your local files, go to Assets, XML, Scenarios, and then open up the one that you're going to be doing. So I've already done this on mine, but you'll see this file here, RT Industries France. You want to make a copy of it, copy paste, and just rename that one something different. I renamed it Industries Old. Sorry, I had to hack something up there. How lovely is that? Anyways, so this file's already modded, so I'm going to open up the old one so you can see what it looks like. So right-click it, go to Open with Notepad. Then you'll see this screen here. So here's your power plant. To get rid of your power plant, just select all of that from RT Industry to /RT Industry and delete it. And then just clean it up. Then go to File and Save. Do not do Save As that will corrupt the file. Just do Save. And that will get rid of power plants for you. You can do it. You need to do it for all the scenarios. Yeah. So there we go. Anyways, this tutorial is how to make as much money as possible in the game. And I'm also going to teach you how to screw over your opponents so they are a complete non-issue. So we're going to go single player. I'm doing this on France. I'm going to try it on my own with Midwest with this particular strategy. I've done it on Germany as well and didn't get quite as high of a score. France has the most resources and it has milk. And milk is super important. It's extremely valuable, and it makes tons and tons of money steadily throughout the game. So you want lots of milks, and you also want 4 coal mines on the map. You cannot get the high score if you don't have 4 coal mines, because each coal mine is going to have to support 2 cities. Well, it's going to have to support, in the end, 2 arms factories. So you want 8 arms factories total with 8 steel mills total, in order to get as much bang for your buck as possible. So let's see where it puts us. Usually you want to start in Dijon. It's not quite as important with this strategy, but we did start in Dijon, which is good. And let's take a quick gander around. So we need nitrates to go to here. We have nitrates there. Okay, so each wool company is going to have 3, at least 3, sometimes more trains going to it. There's a lot of milk around. We'll need some milk. First, I gotta see how many coals we have. Okay, we have 4 coals. They're pretty well spaced. And we have 4 milks. That's good. I'll probably have to buy a fromagerie to work with this thing. And we have lots of grapes. Unfortunately, some are centered down here. But the map is kind of weird with how it spreads things around. I'm not really sure why it does that. But anyways, so each one of your wool farms, you're going to have 2 trains pulling out nitrates and 1 train pulling out wool. Wool right now has a high value. As the game goes on, it never gets very high, and neither do textiles. But the nitrates you turn into medicine. And right now we have how many places that need medicine? There's 3 places that need it and 3 that make it. So we're going to have even more places start making it. And because we want to funnel as much medicine into these cities with hospitals as possible. So, but first off, what we're going to do, let's expand all this. My mouse is like extra sensitive for some reason. So we're going to sell, and we're going to screw over our competition. So before you get started, you want to do at least something that will get you money when you're done with this, because you might get to a point where you spent all of your money trying to screw over your opponents. So I went ahead and I put in depots in Lyon and Marseille and drew a route between the 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and sell a little bit more. Now you want to keep the game paused as much as possible, because we don't want these guys to start expanding out. Our goal here is to screw them over. Nitrates. Okay, so this one's going to go to here. And so we're going to have 2 funneling into here. And then have this one funnel over here. But we just have those 2 this game. That's not ideal. But it's not the end of the world. So we'll still make that work. Might not get the absolute highest score. My top score so far is 666. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we need to screw over our competition. And to do that, we have to block their railroads. I don't know if this is cheating, but you can do it without making modifications to the game. So what we need to do is we need to go to each one of their cities. So we have Monaco, Toulouse, and Nancy. So they're all pretty close, which is good. If one were down here, we might not be able to get to it. And while we're in Monaco, I'm going to go ahead and draw a track at a nice sharp right angle. I'm going to sell again real quick. Again, as I said, keep it paused because you don't want them to start spreading out. If they spread out, then you're boned. But usually it takes them a little while to figure out where they're going to go. So we're going to go ahead and block this off. The reason I did this sharp angle on Monaco is because later on we're going to have a track that goes from Monaco down to Madrid down here. So, and you want that as straight as possible for the high-speed train later in the game. And really any of the trains. So, okay, so this city is blocked off. And then as you go, delete any excess track, because you'll just get money back from that. And now we're going to head up here to Nancy. Drag it up a little bit. And do a double there. And then we will delete out the excess. Okay? And again, I'm going to draw a nice little starting track for Nancy there. And then we're going to run up here and block him out. So to block them, just draw it and then do a double track. And then delete out the excess. And I'm just going to straighten this out here. So when we do put a depot there, it'll be a nice straight piece of track. Okay. So we have $270,000 left. Hopefully we can do this with that amount of money. So we can do it without bridges. And do that. Double up. Delete out all this excess, because we do get a little bit of money back for doing that. Not tons, but some. So there's no reason not to. And then we need to have some 2 Louise starter track. Did a quick pause and unpause there. And, oops. Yeah, no, it's still paused. Okay. My pause button is covered up by my recording software. So, didn't notice, but then there's this right here that says the game's paused. So, yeah, I'm smart. Okay, and I'm just going to straighten out this track. Ta-da. Ta-da. Okay. So, we still have $109,000 left, which is very nice. So coal's needed here. Who makes arms? So we're going to have to buy some arms depots. But, 2 Louise makes arms, so that's actually kind of convenient. So we can run down and grab this here. But for now, let's go ahead and just make our first train. I want to try to get a speed record. So, because if you get a speed record with your train, okay, I unpaused it and I sped it up. If you get a speed record with your train, then you that train will earn 10% bonus passenger revenue throughout the course of the game. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get it here though. So, let's see what happens when it gets on. No, okay. I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Okay, so you start building up some bank. So Nancy, let's go ahead and get you started getting some nitrates going. Then we got to get that down to Orleans. So this is going to be starting off slow. We want to start buying back our stock pretty quickly, but we need to start making some income first, because we want our net worth to be as high as possible. We don't need to worry about the opponents at all, because they can't go anywhere, and so all they're going to do is just start selling their stock. So yeah, they're pretty much boned for the entire game. The longer you wait, the better. We do need to, for part of the victory conditions, we have to buy 10% on each one, but sometimes they'll sell all the way down to 0. If they do that, then it's just more money for us. Okay, so you start heading down there. And then I'm going to draw some tracks here. And I'm going to have this one get up to Orleans. So I'm going to have 2 things sending. Let's see, they're starting to sell. I'm going to have 2 cities sending Orleans medicine as quick as I can. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Apologies to any French viewer. I'm just a dirty American and we don't know how things work. Actually, I think I'm going to loop this way so I don't block out that milk later. So one even level. Okay, no grade and a bridge. What I did is I pressed the plus key. So I want no grade whenever possible. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start a train coming down here. And then grabbing medicine to take the Orleans. Okay. So I'll go over the victory conditions really quick. So first we have to connect Marseille, Lyon, and Paris. Then we have to buy 10% of all minority share in all opponents' companies. Then we need to send 10 carloads of passengers to Paris and Orleans. Easy way to do that is the main train I have goes from Dijon to Lyon to Marseille, then up to Paris, and then once Orleans grows enough to accept passengers, I have to go to Orleans after Paris. So it takes care of all that. The Marseille to Paris route catches all that. Orleans needs to grow into a city. That happens pretty quickly. It's going to be a little bit slower on this one because Orleans only has a hospital, but that hospital should be fine since we're going to have two cities feeding into it. So then we need to own a war factory. Easy enough. Part of this strategy is to buy all of the industries before you really start using them. The AI will only very rarely bid on anything if you start it up. So then we have to deliver 10 carloads of arms to Paris. That'll be easy enough. And then mail from Paris to Marseille and Orleans to Marseille. So once we get a depot up in Paris, I just create a new little train that carries 2 cars of mail from Paris to Marseille, and then once Orleans gets enough population, I have it add Orleans to that route as well. And that just completes itself. Net worth of 20 million, easy enough, that just happens naturally. Buy out all the competitors, it happens naturally. And connect all the cities. Again, we do that as time goes on. So, anyways, looks like there's an auction that popped up. So we need some cash money. Unfortunately, we don't have enough cash money. Hopefully something will... Nope, we're going to have to sell some stock to do it. Because we definitely want that. Okay. So I'm going to start... I'm going to do 2 extra things right here. And then this one... Actually, I'm just going to have it combine. So, scratch that idea. We're going to have this just come from here. I want no grade. Up, 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 up. No grade. Okay. So this train's going to have a nice long route, but it'll pay off in the end. I generally don't like to have routes too long, but this is kind of the nature of this game, so there's no real getting around it. Okay, so next I'm going to start a... Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to get to Paris. Up, 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 up. No, it's too high. Okay. Got that. Now I'm gonna see if I can get... I'll wait till I get to Crampton. So, Dijon, I don't know why I didn't have it stop in Lyon, Paris, and then Paris. Is Crampton... Oh, the Crampton's available. Okay. So first I'm going to have Paris go ahead and start this little train route to Marseille. And then this train I need to edit. Do the Crampton. The Crampton's a really cool looking train. That thing's pretty badass, I gotta say. Okay, so I'm just gonna have it drop down to be that. Try to speed it up. And then I'm going to connect these cities to get a train going. I'm actually going to bump this up to Crampton just to speed up a little bit. That didn't seem to do much. Generally, you don't need to use Cramptons. They're really not a big advantage over the bigger trains. Okay, grain. Where's some grain? We have some over here. Okay, nice. And then we gotta get down to here. I don't want to take that route. I've actually never used this train editor before. So it looks like I have quite the downhill to do here. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to put a depot, and then a depot, and then a depot. I want to start getting milk. Okay, the Medoc is available, so that's a good thing. We're going to have it just go like that for now, and then eventually it'll catch Nancy. You know what I'm tempted to do? Actually, this will get sped up a lot if I just upgrade my trains. Come on, you. Speed up. That'll get that one moving. Okay. Can we get a speed record on that, please? There we go. Okay. Now that train's gonna earn more moolah as time goes on. So, oh yeah, I need to buy my industries before they get expensive. Hospitals especially important. Chemical plant. Fromagerie. I think I'm gonna have a train. Since this is such a long route, that one's just going to specifically do that, and then I'm going to have another train just feeding this for now. Eventually I'll change that up, but just to get only on to grow. Okay. Nancy grew. That's very good. Perfect timing. And we're going to get our first. Actually, I'm going to go to this one. Yeah. Grab that. Grab that. We're also going to do this. So we can catch this grain farm up here. This needs milk as well. So this one line's going to do a bunch of stuff. So where else was there milk? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and have one line do all kinds of jazz. So you're going to go here. And then I need to make some passing lanes. Honestly, we can double up on it. Well, no, I want to save room for later. So I'll make a couple little passing lanes, but passing lane, Passing lane. Then we'll do another one here. Passing lane. Passing lane. Passing lane. And then from up here, we're going to go like, let's drop that down. Then build that, and then will that work? I think so. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this. And I'm going to go ahead and buy this. And now we're going to make a ton of trains. We're going to have one that goes like this. And later on we're going to add on cities to use these from areas. Okay. So that's our first one. And then we're going to do like that. And then we're going to do like that. Okay, so we just added 3 new trains. The milk ones will be very nice. And, oh yeah, I need to buy stocks. I'm a little bit scatterbrained when it comes to this because I'm trying to do so much at once. How long do we have on that? 7 years? Yeah, I definitely got that right now. Okay, so next I want to get stations and terminals going. Come on, money. Let's do a station there for now. Station, terminal. We have food down here. Need to take advantage of that. Coal. There's coal down here. And then there's coal up here. So each one of these, okay, that's fine. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go like this. And unpause it. Stretch this over. I never really knew you could do this. Oh, that's super handy. Okay. That's just going to speed up the trains. Okay. So we'll handle that there. Clear. Clear. Okay. And then I want to have another track that comes. Let's go down, down. Like that. And go ahead and double this up while I have it handy. Because every mine needs to be doubled. Stick this here. Buy a war factory. Upgrade. Buy some of our own stock while I'm thinking of it. Then, so we need to start building up the size of this. So we're not going to ship any arms from this yet, but okay. I actually need to have this run to that, so I can get rid of this. this and put it on the other side. Because in this city, I'm going to buy a thingy-bobber. Okay, down, 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 down. Oh, that's so helpful. I wish I'd done that before. Do that. Doubled up for later. I'm just doing preemptive shit while I can. Okay, so I'm going to buy an arms factory here. And then go buy our steel mill here. It's more of our stock while I'm thinking of it. And we're going to start our first arms shipments. This mine location could not be any better. This is going to be a nice, profitable mine throughout the game. And then, once it's grown, I'm going to go ahead and pause it again. Actually, I need a little bit more money. I'm going to be pausing on and off a lot throughout this run, just as a heads up. Okay, so then this little train is now going to go... Didn't I do one? Yeah. This one, I'm going to go ahead and change it up to a Crampton, and then it's also going to go to Orleans in that. And then this train is going to hit up Orleans as well. Alrighty. Orleans, I want you to... I want you to get a... What do I want you to get? We need to use this later. So let's put the fromagerie... I gotta buy that. Let's put the fromagerie in here. Excuse me. And then run a route up to it. Down. Yeah. Bring that up. Too high. There we go, no grade. And then run this up here. Okay, put that in. New train. So the trains in this game, primarily, you start with a Norris, use the Crampton for your main route between your main passenger delivery route. And then after that, you just do stuff. After that, you will go for the Medoc, and then the Glen Atlantic, and then you wait all the way to the 1942 with the Class 141. Other trains just aren't worth it, especially the Crocodile. I think it's a piece of shit. Okay, let's keep buying our stock. I gotta upgrade all these. Station terminal. So now you can see we have this nice, steady income. And I bought all of these industries, so we're making money on them soon. Okay. And what city's asking for our help now? None of them. Oh, Nantes. You want wool. I can do that. I can definitely do that. So I'm going to loop this route up around here. I'm going to run out of money. Okay. And in Orleans, I want to buy a steel mill. To get that working. I'm doing a bridge here on purpose. Down, 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 down. Okay, that'll actually be fine. Buy these. Okay, so Orleans can take these. Oops. So we're going to go ahead and start a train. It goes here. Then back to Orleans. You also do wool and shit and stuff. So you are going to go ahead and start building you up. Can I press down on that? Bear with me, I'm letting some money build up. Ding, ding. Buy more stock. Buy more stock. Okay. And then we need to have this one like that. It's on the wrong side, but that's actually fine. Then head this down to here. And head this down here. And we're going to... now we got the class 121, which is a shit train, so be sure you go back to selecting the Medoc. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pause it again. And try to sneak this under here. Can I do that? Maybe if I go this way. Curious to see what changes this makes. Yeah, no overlaps to bridge. If I take it higher, will it be okay? Yeah, that's kind of funny. Does that even work? No. That's just ridiculous. Okay. So we need to have this make a nice even swoop. Downwards. To head over like that. There we go. That's a little screwy, but whatever. And then from here, we're going to run you up here. And we're going to make another train. Yay, toot toot twain. Toot toot twain. It's a tutu twain. I know I need to get out more. And get rid of this piece of shit 242 class 121. Oh, speaking of, I need to have this go to Nancy. I might be able to get this train to do a quick speed record if I do put this on, which I know I said it's a piece of shit train, but... And... No. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, pretty much everything I just did for the past, 7 minutes is gone. Hopefully it was auto-saving. What time is it? 8:32. Okay. Didn't set us too far behind. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to edit this one now. This game gets super buggy. If you download it, be sure to check the community forums, as it will give you an indication of... oh, come on. Why won't it let me edit that train? There's some edits you can do to the coding that will let you play the game a little bit with a little bit more stability than before. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this again. Can I at least do that? No? Why can't I do that? Come on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that train entirely. You go bye-bye. We're going to make a new one. Actually, I'm going to start up here. So you're going to go from here to here, then down, back up. Don't crash. Okay. And we were doing this. No, that didn't work. The game's really weird about letting you... Pause this for a second. About letting you draw tracks across things, under bridges and stuff. I don't know why. It should just be something that's simple, because isn't that how shit works? I don't know why this is being so difficult. Sigh. Okay. Please work. Please don't crash. Please behave yourself. Hopefully this will work. Okay. Fingers crossed. Bid on that. Speed up the game. Start this coal mine doing shit. I didn't put a thing here. Okay, so that coal mine's going to sit there for right now. Okay, so buy up stock. Buy up stock. Buy up stock. Okay, so looks like I have everything up here accounted for. That's good. So now we can start another train here. Let's do... I need money. Do a steel mill. Ooh, it's warm in my house. I'm gonna get these going as early as you can. Steel mill, and then arms factory. You know what? I could probably do... speed up this train a little bit. Is that. And then we're going to do an arms factory once we get some cash. Pow. Okay. And we're going to do our second train here. So steel to here. Bam. Up to here. Clear it out. Then back to Dijon. Easy peasy. Except I did the wrong train. That's easy enough to fix. Just come here and look at this. Upgrade. Bam. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Or did it work and it just didn't? No, it didn't work. Upgrade. Oh, because I didn't select Medoc. I'm an idiot. So did this train get a speed record? Why are you on that track? You shouldn't be on that track, and you did not get a speed record. Let's try this again. We're just going to go back to that. Go back to being a Medoc. See, the Medoc's so much faster. Okay, now it's on the correct track. Sigh! How's Two Louise doing? Okay, so this train can now grab these and bring them back here. See how easy that was? Nice and easy. And I never upgraded this, nor did I buy the food plant. So let's do a quick run through and buy everything. Bordeaux wants steel. Where's the closest coal mine to you? Down here. Okay, that's easy enough. I'm going to make a thing that goes like that, and then like this, and over like that, and it's fine. Put that there. Buy the war factory. Upgrade that bad boy. We're gonna make a train. It goes like one, might as well have it grab to Louise. That catch it? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay. So that, we have grapes, lots of grapes. A nice big coal mine down here. Very nice. Okay, so okay, we got all kinds of shit going on down here. So for now, I'm going to grab on to place this down here. Buy these. I'm going to just go ahead and grab on to this. Let's go downhill. Boy, that's getting a little wonky there, isn't it? Okay, so is Madrid a major city? Yes, it is. So we're going to, for now, do this. Buy everything. Why not? Okay, so we're going to have a 2-2 train that goes, this is a long route. It's from here to here to here. Okay. And milk. Do we have milk down here? Yes, we do. So while we're around here, I'm going to send... You need something there. And we need this here. So we're also going to do like that. And then head this up over here. Like so. Come on, you. That's good enough. Annex there. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and run this route. For now, once this city grows, we can send the wine to it. So, nitrates. So we have a state down here that wants wool. Hopefully it doesn't actually ask for it, because there's no way in hell we're ever going to get wool all the way down here. So we're going to run this track. Like this. Like so. And then I also want this here, because we're going to go like this to up to here, like so. So we can get the maximum use out of this. Clear. These go up here, like that. And this comes back here. And of course we use the Medoc. Okay. I think I'll have that same route. A slightly different route. Catch. That. And that. And I'm going to have one train that's just dedicated to, actually 2 trains. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do like that, to here, and then we're going to do this, to here, and I swear this will all make sense here shortly. And this to here. That. Like this. I'm going to unpause it. I want this train to get down here first. Okay, so we're going to have a train that goes like that back and forth. It's not going to make any money at first, but that'll make sense later. Actually, no, I don't want it there. Why can't I delete that track? So buggy. There's nothing going to that. Oh wait, yeah there is. Yeah there is. This is the one I don't need. Do this like that. There we go. Okay. So when this choo-choo train gets down here, that's when I start up the new one. Okay, pause. New train. Okay, so we're going to have one that does this and that and goes to here. Okay. So these, I'm going to go ahead and buy the textile mill because it does help your air score, but it's pretty much worthless. So, yeah, whatever. But we will buy this. And let's wrap up to this. And start building up Zaragoza. Like so. And then I also want this to come and grab that. Because we'll put that in there later. And San Sebastian now has people. You just run back and forth. I don't care if you're a shit train. Okay, so what are we missing? Okay, this is grown. It's very good. So we need to buy a ore factory and a steel mill so we can start doubling up this train. This one's going to grow slow because that's a tiny mine. And we'll just have to send this up to here for now. Okay. Bordeaux hasn't quite grown yet. Need it to grow a little bit. So this hospital's probably never going to do anything. Where are you headed? Oh, I never actually had you do anything, did I? Sigh, I'm just not paying attention. Clear. Clear. Do that. Okay. And are you doing any wool? No, you're not. So let's do... You do have a wool thingy. You're going to go like that. I know that's kind of weird looking, but it should work. Oh, I need to do this. And then go like that. Boy, is that screwy. Did that work? Looks like. I thought I sent a train there. Boy, I'm just all brain farty today. Okay. Pause and unpause. Gotta pause and unpause periodically. Okay, so then we have this up here as well for nitrates. We have a... Where else is there a hospital? So we have a hospital here that's not getting anything. We could, I suppose, put in this here. This is going to be convoluted as hell, but why don't we have a little bit of fun, eh? This train's not going to make any money, but it's going to be silly. So, who wants a silly train? I want a silly train. In comes the silly train, the silly train, the silly train. Up, 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 up. Okay, we got a silly train. So it's going to go like this to here to here. With a better train than that. So how many times did I miss that train? Here's a 1-2-1. I keep doing that. The 1-2-1 is like a worthless train. Go ahead and do this one too. Okay, unpause it for a while. Check out our masterpiece. So this mine has two things going to it. And this mine has two things going to it. And this mine has two things going to it. So we're getting there slowly. So this little train here should be making some pretty decent bank. We're just going to be feeding it shit throughout the game. And it's really going to boost our income on our food plant. See, it's already almost paid off. You'll notice the fromageries get paid off the fastest. Those things are insane. Absolutely insane. So we'll go back to that later once the fromageries grow. So this is another one we need to do some shit with. So what can we do with this? Probably send it to here. Snake this out the back, like so. And then maybe down like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Is this city grown enough yet? Not yet. How are we doing down here? Not yet. This one's growing. It's growing quite nicely. There it goes. Should be growing soon. Make sure I own all my things. Yes, I do. So it's $18.99. We're doing pretty good. So I say let's just go ahead and buy out these guys just to get rid of them. This little train here, Paris Marseille, you don't need Paris anymore. Okay, so buy. Usually you want to buy, my general rule of thumb, if you're playing the game without screwing over your competitors, my general rule of thumb is on any scenario to have your opponents bought out by 1880. Then you'll be golden. Buy. Buy. Okay, I can get rid of these. And then buy. You only get $75,000 for liquidating them, so it's just 100% waste of money, but, you know. Well, I guess there could be something said for keeping their things, to having more routes going in and out of cities, but I don't know how well that would work. You know what? I'm going to do some preemptive jazz here. Like that. And you're going to go like that. We're going to delete this. Yeah, we're going to delete that. I don't know why I can't delete that. Must be a train about to come on it. There we go. Okay. Because... Hey. No. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, now we get more passenger revenue. Because of wonderful things he does. I'm going to go ahead and start up another fromagerie here. So... Let's do a nice double up here. Like that. And then like that. That's a little crazy. No grade. No grade. So we're gonna plop a fromagerie in here, and then we're going to start doubling up on the milk wherever we can. Okay, so let's pause again, see where we are. Okay, so that is now taking wine. Where's my wine train? Madrid grape and vine. Where's Madrid grape and vine? There we go. It's underground, so I can't see it. So, okay, let's start delivering that. Okay. Is the city grown yet? Yes, it has. So we're going to put an arms factory here. And this tutu train. This tutu train is going to start picking up your steel, delivering it here. Okay. And boy, do I have some screwy looking track going on here. I want you to do something a little bit less screwy. You're going to do a mine, and you're going to do a that, and then we're going to, oops, wrong thing to click on, that, go here, and then to here, and then I gotta remind myself later to have it drop off arms. Okay, unpause again, so it saves, and let's see what else we can do. So we have more dairy farms. How big are these? It's medium, medium. I think it's safe to grab another one of these dairy farms. Come on, don't crash. Always takes forever when you lay track that has to alter doohickey thingy about what's its. Okay, so we're going to put a fromagerie in here. That. Wait for this tutu twain to get up here. This one. Tutu twain. Tutu twain. Okay, so that train's up there. And now we're going to double up because we can. It'll slow us down a little bit in the short run, but in the long run it'll help. So it's good to get ahead of things as quick as you can. So which train is... what are you doing on that track? Oh, because this was supposed to come to here. That. Let's, I guess, screw things around a little bit here. Like so. Okay. So that was a little bit wonky. So this shouldn't be on this track at all. Just delete that. Okay. So, who else is going to get a milk thingy? So you're a medium now. None of you have room for anything. Hey. What gives? I think it crashed, but I'm not sure. Did you crash? What are you doing? Oh, this buggy-ass game. Buggy, buggy, buggy. Okay, it's seriously crashed. Task manager. Ba 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 bum bum. Come on. What's it doing? End task. That's the worst crash I've ever had with that game. So stupid. Why won't you end it? I guess it is ended now? I don't need that. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry, folks. Buggy, 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 buggy. Okay, most recent one is 909, so see how far back that set us. It's another reason you want to pause and unpause periodically so it can autosave itself. Okay, so that seems to be all right there. That. And then can I go to here if I run it underground? I guess that'll work. Oops, didn't mean to hit that twice. Okay. So, apply for measuring. And we'll just do the same thing here. Just have lots of food in this city. And don't want the stupid train. Alright, so now we just have one more fromagerie that needs some loving. This one here. So where are we going to send you? Send you to here. That would work. Still have these things to contend with. Forgot about those. Okay, and then I need that straight one because I forgot to do our long skinny track. And you, my friend, are gonna somehow get up to here. Go like that. Overlaps bridge. What bridge is it overlapping? It's not overlapping a bridge. Oh, there's a little bridge there. I do that. Why are you not cooperating with me? What if we run you up around here? Can you do that? Yes, you can. Okay. So that's going to this city. And put in a fromagerie. I'm going to go and unpause it. Oh, Atlantic's out. Okay, cool. So, to here. To here. Okay, so how long has it been out? Okay, it just came out. Okay, so now we have to do the arduous task of upgrading all our trains. I'm not going to make you have to watch this. I'm going to pause it. Okay, so I upgrade all of them, except for this Crampton, which I'm probably going to delete. I don't think I need any more. I'm just going to go and scrap it, because I think I got that achievement. So everything's at the Glen Atlantic. The big downside of the European scenarios is the trains suck, especially on the England one. They're super bad on England, which is never fun. Why is... what's going on there? Okay, so the American trains are so much better. I mean, by 1880, you get a train that's better than a 1910 European train. So then the 1910 American train is the same as a 1942 French train, except the French one can go 10 miles an hour faster. It's the Mikado versus the 161 or something. Okay, so this is nice and big now. And let's get the winery going. And... clear. Grapes are always a nice solid money maker as well. So yeah, so we completed all of the victory conditions. Happy, happy days. Yeah, grapes are 15, wine's 15, so it's not great right now. That goes up and down, obviously, throughout the game. So, so I know we had, I want to count. We got 1, 2, I'm counting my arms trains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Nantes is a metropolis now. This is what I wanted to check. Please don't crash. Okay. So, now I'm going to go through and just make sure we own all of the industries in our cities. So, War Factory is profitable now. Fromagerie is profitable. Food plant is making decent money. And Barcelona. Where's this one going? Okay, you don't need to go all the way to Madrid anymore. You can go to San Sebastian. That'll speed you up, make you a little bit more money. I'm just streamlining my routes here. No reason to go all the way to Madrid. Okay, that War Factory's making money. That one's making money. The hospital's slowly getting there. Now, these mines, unfortunately, are all pretty small, except for the one down by Madrid, so it's going to take a long time for some of these things to pay themselves off. But, hey, it is what it is. What am I going to do? It's a little wonky, but screw it. I'm going to go ahead and rob some more of these. Send that over here. Like that. Because I can. And then the last thing I'm going to do is make a passenger route between these two cities. Because believe it or not, just a passenger route between these two little fuckers makes a ton of money. A ton of money. Okay, now let's hope we can get it on the right track. Hopefully it'll take the one on the left. Yes, it will. Okay. That's always tricky with a city like that. Okay, so we own those. That hospital's making good bank. This one's in the black. Paris. Everything's kind of plugging along here. The fromageries pay for themselves fast. Super fast. Alright. How's that food plant doing? Making money. And it's 1919? I can't remember. My recorder is blocking the date. It's slightly see-through, so I'm just checking everything out. So all of our milk things have 2 trains going to them. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to do our long run. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay. So this is going to be... No, we're not going to use the crocodile because that thing... This is completely worthless. Absolutely worthless. Why would you use this? And the maintenance cost is a little bit less, but that doesn't last long. This thing does 80 tops. This does 40. And even this does better freight. It's ridiculous. There's just no reason to use a crocodile at all. Okay, so we're going to do bam, 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 bam. Full train up here. Then small train on the way back. And this train will get our air scores going nicely. Excuse me, I burped. Okay, so the only industry I'm not able to use is this textile mill, just because that would be a little bit ludicrous trying to get down there. So everything else is being used. That's being used. Take that. So now we're just kind of waiting along. A little bit confused as to how I have shit laid out here. I don't know. But... Oh, because this is working this one down here. That's why. Okay. I got an itch in my ear. Okay, so it is 1924. Looks like we have a nice little spread going here. This little train's going well. I'm going to pause it pause the recording for a while, just because there's nothing going on. I don't want you to have to sit here and watch all this boring shit. So I just realized something. I haven't been using this sheep for anything at all. So, I'm curious. I wonder if I can make this shit go underground. Oh my gosh, yes I can. Oh, that's funny. Okay, where is it? Okay, so I just made a tunnel that went under everything. And can I do that? Yes, I can. And do that. Okay, so I think, yes, I can. That's funny. Okay. Well, I said I couldn't do it, but I lied. Kind of want to follow this thing. Let's see where it goes. Just for shiggles. 1933. I don't know why I never used that. Okay, this thing's going to have a long... This train's not going to make any money at all. It's just there purely for fun. So... It's then going to go like deep underground, then go up some huge-ass hill. Oh, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It goes down under there and then crawls up a hill. That's funny. Yeah, it drops off. Will it actually make profit? And off it goes again. Whee! Slows it down. Down the hill. That's funny. It's going fast now. This one's never going to make any bank. Any bank at all. But it's funny. Poor little choo-choo train. Okay. I'm screwing around. I could probably actually do another wool mill from there. Question is to where. I can do it here. Here. To put that down there. Like this. Can I drop this down underground? Don't crash, don't crash. Looks like I can. Okay, so we're going to buy a wool mill. And go to here. Because why not? It's there, we might as well use it. Okay. And we are almost to 1942. I'm going to pause it again, and yeah. Because you don't need to watch this. I'm going to be upgrading the train in 1942. Okay, I just upgraded all my trains to Class 141. We should make our trains purple. Won't really be able to see it on these, but we have purple trains now. So the 141 is essentially The same as the American Mikado, which actually, reading up on the history of it, it is an American Mikado that's been modified. But rather than, come up with a new design, they took a 32-year-old design and just modified it a little bit. So, where, by this time, the Americans were leaps and bounds moving ahead. So, but I don't know what took Europe so long to make good trains. I mean, steam power originated in England. But oh well. So, we're starting to bring the money in now. We have, how many years left? Quite a few. 46 years left. So, we're at 221 million, which is very nice. There's a lot of games where you get that far at the very end, so. How's this train doing for profit? It's actually making money. That's funny. I'll call that one. That's a waste. Let's see how our goods are doing. Everything's pretty low right now, but they fluctuate. And this is also, you think arms would be up because I guess it's the tail end of World War II here. So, anyways, nothing else exciting is going to happen. I'll start up again in 1970 after I've upgraded to the next train. So we just had an annoying thing happen. This stock's taking a downturn. This happens randomly, doesn't happen every game, but that alone will kill the score at the end. You can see the stock's rapidly dropping, and my income's having trouble keeping up. So that's a real bummer. Again, it's just random, not much you can do about it. Just enough to piss you off, I guess. Oh well. The only time that stock thing is ever useful is early in the game when you're trying to buy people out. It makes buying them out a whole lot easier. But late game, definitely bad. Definitely bad. Definitely bad. Okay, I just edited these two trains to wait until they're full. I had another train that was just running back and forth here, but it's causing this train to lose too much money, so I'm going to have two trains just wait until they're full. It's going to slow down their routes a little bit, but in the long run it should help. And this one has a pretty long trip, so yeah, it was hurting it pretty bad. So it was only ever having a partial carload. So yeah, we're getting close to 1970 here. Okay, we're at 1970. We now are at the best train in the France scenario, which is this goofy looking Bo RE Class 66. You can compare it to the Class 141, which they're really pretty similar, just that the Bo does it, 20 miles an hour faster. So I've changed all of the trains and unpause. Okay. So let's go and take a gander at all our industries, see how they're doing. And then come 1981, we'll make the bullet train. So steel mills and chemical plants have a tendency to not always be paid off by the end of the game because just the coal and nitrates both have a pretty low value. So one downside in this game is, again, it's all RNG, but in the game I got my highest score on, grapes and milk were always very high value, and in this one they're not really. Milk's finally going up, but it was 15,000 for a little while there. But there's other times where it can be routinely up near 30,000. So all of our industries here are making nice money. War factory's making money. Textile mill paid itself off already. So did the winery. Damn, it's really making some cash here. This winery is doing really well. And War Factory is doing well. Everything here is making money. Yeah, see, this steel mill is still in the negative, and by the end it probably won't quite get all the way up, but those are doing good. I could technically, if I wanted to, someplace put another winery, but it's so late in the game, it's not worth doing it now. There's only 16 years left, as you can see, or 15 now. So we got lots of money going here. Hospital's doing good. Winery's doing good. Winery's doing really good. And then this hospital's made $5 million. Again, it's one of those things you buy early in the game, and all it does is just make money for you. So, and that the War Factory's even broken even. See, here's a chemical plant that's struggling. That's pretty normal. Everything's making money here. Everything's making money here. Fromage is catching up. That's pretty new. Those usually catch up pretty quick. That one's made $1 million. This fromage is profitable now. Food plant's been doing really good. That was one of our earlier ones. Textile mill's almost there. One more delivery and that should be done. And that's a good chemical plant. That was one of our first ones. And I also had a train constantly feeding that for a long time that I forgot about. So, and we got our purple trains running around. So we really only have, you know, less than a handful of industries that aren't making money. So that's not so bad. And they might actually break even. This one probably will. I forget what else was lagging behind. Something here was. This chemical plant's lagging behind. So, it's 1978. We're almost to the bullet train, which is this one here. I'm going to let it do one more round trip and then delete it. Because the bullet train has its own special cars, which are kind of badass looking, so it should be able to make it there and back. It's going pretty quick. It's going its full speed. For some reason, they never actually hit their full speed. They always do 1 mile an hour under. I don't know why that is, but it's just one of those things. So, look at the money this thing's making. $1.6 million. That's pretty crazy. With passengers and mail, it's the only those are the only ones that do this, but the longer distance and faster you go, the more money you get. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that since we're almost at our point here. I need to edit this train now to do that. Okay, so the TGV is now available. That's our bullet train. Now, you only get to use it for the last 8 years of this scenario, which is kind of weird. I'm not really sure why they do that, but it is what it is. So, grapes, 12,000. Food, 15,000. I'm just switching up this train to be a little bit more efficient. So, okay. So, we're just going to start off with 2 cars. Let's see how fast she goes. Are you ready? Let's go. So he gets its own special cars. So let's see if this track has any major slowdowns on it. No, it doesn't. See, we made good money on that. I think that was 45,000. I didn't quite see him. 150,000. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm going to add on 2 cars to this. It slows it way down. It's only fast with 2 cars, but so you'll see the money gets a little bit lower now, but it still should be pretty high. 75,000. I don't think that was even a full car. This is just fun to watch go back and forth. Still hitting 157. I think that was 130,000 for the car. It's not too bad. Yeah, unfortunately, that stock thing really set us behind this game. Really set us behind. We should be... If that stock thing hadn't happened, we'd be well over 450 million. So, I mean, this still isn't bad. We'll probably end around 430. And our stocks are back up to a solid number now. But unfortunately, just the RNG of the game, you can get screwed over. So that, and with milk being this low, that might be because it's a supply and demand thing. And there's 4 fromageries, which is a little bit uncommon. Usually there's only 3. So that could be causing that. Same with the grapes, since there's so many of them. You just never know. Medicine has stayed pretty high. Nitrates are a little bit higher than usual, probably because there's fewer of them. Wool is, yeah, okay. Where are textiles? Textiles are low. So, not the best game, but this should give you an idea of how to play. And, yeah, I mean, you can see our money really start skyrocketing. Once we have these Bobos running around, everything's super fast and they make a ton of money. But it's just kind of luck of the draw. We get what we can get. This train's doing pretty nice too. So, I mean, you'll have to try a few times in order to get your high score. But if you follow this strategy where every coal mine has 2 trains coming out of it, every fromagerie has 2 trains coming out of it, every sheep farm has at least 3 trains coming out of it, and yeah, that's another thing that hurt us, is there are only 2 sheep farms, and usually you have 4, so you usually have a whole lot more medicine being delivered, which, you know, medicine always has a pretty high price. So that also set us back quite a bit. Ideally, you'll have 3 or more. So we got 604, still got over 600. That's not too bad. Here's the Hall of Fame. So you can see here. This is the best I've gotten on America, but I'm going to try it again with this strategy to see if I can do better than that. Because that's fighting with the AI just loves leeching off you, and the more they leech off you, the less money you make, and it makes it harder to buy them out. So this keeps the AI from doing that, and it lets you have complete control over the map. So, but yeah, this 666 was France. It's the best I've gotten so far. I think my next highest, I had a couple 628s. I think on my other computer I have a 642 or something. So one of these 628s is the last playthrough I did that didn't record the game, which was super annoying. So anyways, I hope this was educational to you. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Sarcus. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Share your scores. See if you can beat the 666. Again, I did that on France. I've tried it on Germany. Again, with the power plants removed. Germany isn't as good, partially because there's still paper and newspapers in that one. And I think I have paper and newspapers turned off on my Midwest run, but for some reason I can't edit the Germany one to do that without it crashing. I think I got it to work once, but it made all of the cities blank. So, but paper is my goal is to only do the stuff that it makes the most money, and paper never makes a whole lot of money, and then you just drop it all in newspapers, and it's just kind of a dead end thing. So it makes much more sense to use wood to make manufactured goods. But so yeah, I know I've edited a little bit of cheating, but I think it's just streamlined the game to make it as profitable as possible. Again, thanks for joining me. I will see you guys next time I decide to actually record something. Bye bye.